What's up, CJM Nation? It is your host, TJ Daniels, alongside
DJ MC Roberts.
And Chris Olivares.
And what's up, Off the Clock family? It's your host, Mark Paz.
This is the special Super Bowl episode, but first, we're going to start off with our final award predictions. Mark, start us off.
Y'all guys know the awards are coming out tonight on Thursday night, so we're going to go ahead and start with our final picks. First off, Coach of the Year.
I think that one's kind of unanimous with us. I'm going to have to go ahead and say, who was it? I'm blanking on his name.
I'll go first. I'll go
ahead.
first. You know who it's going to be. Everybody knows. D'Amico Ryans brought a 2-win team to the playoffs. Playoff win. Great guy. That's just how it is. To me, it's got to be D'Amico Ryans.
It is what it is.
It could be him. It really could be. But if you take playoffs into consideration, I think it is Dan Campbell. He took the Lions to the NFC Championship for the first time in a very long time.
30-plus years.
Yep.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and say, because you reminded me of his name now, D'Amico Ryans.
D'Amico Ryans.
I'm going to go ahead and say it, like, even without the playoffs, the Texans have been the laughingstock the past couple of years. So for them to go from, 2 to 3 wins over the past couple of seasons to not only a 10-win team, but a division winner, got a home playoff game, that says a lot about the coach, and the future is bright in Houston.
I would say so.
And it looks like it's a divided room.
It is.
Because I am going for Dan Campbell also. The way that he has been able to come along this far with the Lions, this whole process. He didn't get the Coach of the Year award last year, which I think he deserved it over Brian Dable. But I think this is the year he should get it because of what he's done this season and because of what he did in the playoffs with the Lions.
I could see it, but a little bit of a bias.
A little bit of bias, but D'Amico Ryans, what he has done for the Texans this year was pretty amazing. Nobody expected the Texans to be this far.
Yeah, I would say I'd be pretty upset if it wasn't D'Amico Ryans, but I think I would understand. It would be nice, though.
It would be nice.
Because that'd be okay. I'm just going to get on a Texans rant. But anyway, we'll go comeback player of the year. Mark, I saw your predictions. A little bit of a strong.
I've been if the Off the Clock family, they know. I've been on this all year since the first episode of this season. I said it should not be DeMar Hamlin.
We've been saying the same thing over here.
I've been saying the
been
same
on that
thing.
all year. Been on that all year.
DeMar Hamlin.
And because of the way this guy has played all year, and he surprised us a little bit in the playoffs, I got Baker Mayfield winning the Comeback Player of the Year award.
I do too. I think too many people counted Baker Mayfield out. They forget how good he was with the Browns. The only reason he didn't play good that last season with the Browns was because he was injured all season.
Yeah.
He is a good, solid quarterback who might be the Buccaneers franchise for a while now. Honestly.
A little bit of a hot take.
It might be. I wouldn't mind it. The way that he played.
But I don't know. Who knows what's going to happen in the Bucks? Mike Evans to the Texans?
Maybe Kyle Trask might become someone.
Yeah. Mike Evans to the Texans? Anyways, Matt? Or, shoot. Chris?
So my comeback player of the year is actually going to be Baker Mayfield, too. I've gone on rants about how I hated that the Browns just gave up on him over Deshaun Watson, a quarterback who took a whole year off, and Le'Veon Bell'd himself. But I do like what Baker Mayfield has done this season with the Buccaneers. He went to a team where they actually believed in him, and they had weapons for him. In Cleveland, how many weapons did he have outside of Odell?
Yeah.
There wasn't really that much to work with. And so to have not only a team, but at the same time a coach, a fan base, they all just rallied around him. And let's not forget, he was one bad play away from taking the Bucs back to the NFC title game.
Yeah, and he was a bad play away from taking the Browns to the
AFC Championship game.
The first Browns quarterback to have a playoff win in a very, very long time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree. I'm gonna actually go with Joe Flacco.
Okay, yeah,
I think he had a good season. And what how many games he played? 8.
I think it was 8.
I think it was 6.
At least
6.
6 or 7.
6 or 7.
Yeah.
But still 6 or 7 games he willed that team to win.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go Joe Flacco. I think that he put up a good resume for it. He's 41, 40.
Yeah, he's opposite. He's on the outside of 40.
Exactly. And I think he came back. It's hard to, especially for in the NFL, it's hard to just join a team and be good. We've seen it in countless examples, but that's me. I'm gonna go Joe Flacco. But I do see Baker Mayfield winning it. But there's gonna be obviously some NFL bias there with Damar Hamlin. But I think it could be Joe Flacco, or I'd be fine with this if it was Baker.
Yeah, I think Joe Flacco was number 2 for me, but the reason why I didn't go with him is just because of the stretch that Baker has done. Because we saw him a whole season perform and do well with his Bucs team, and we only saw Joe Flacco for a few games, even though he was pretty damn good those few games.
Yeah. But anyways, next one, Defensive Rookie of the Year. You guys know who I want. I'll let y'all take it off.
I got Will Anderson. Winning the Defensive Rookie of the Year. The impact that he had on this Texans team, they were number 1 in the run game against the run, and he just was able to get at the quarterback, pressure, get the sacks that he needed, and help out this defense in a major way all year. So I got Will Anderson winning that award.
Yeah.
I got Will Anderson too. I think he's an amazing defensive player. Like he said, like Mark said, he really did help that defense on that run. That was They played amazing during the playoffs, except for the game against the Ravens. But I mean, it's kind of hard to stop Lamar when he's doing what he does.
Yeah.
No one even expected the team to be there in the first place.
Exactly.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and take Will Anderson too. I mean, I like what he's done in Houston, and hell, this was only his first year with the team, so he's got plenty of years to come, and I think he can only get better. And as well as that, there hasn't really been much competition for that Defensive Rookie of the Year award.
I agree. Obviously, Will Anderson. I think that he is unlike somebody who who didn't show up in the playoffs. Michael Parsons. A little bit of
Jalen Carter.
Yeah.
They haven't showed up the second and half of the season.
Yeah.
So.
But I think Will Anderson. I think that he's in a position and he's with a team that has a very good defensive influence with DeMeco Ryans, and there's also a Hall of Famer that tends to stick around in the weight room, Mr. J.J. Watt. So I think Will Anderson's just going to continue to get better, but I don't see Devin Witherspoon winning it, but I could see a case where he could win it because he was very good.
He was very good, but like for a while he just disappeared.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah,
I don't know, dude.
Anderson was really consistent this season too.
I agree.
Oh yeah.
But if Witherspoon did win it, I'd be really upset.
Yeah, I think this one should just flat out go to Will Anderson.
Next, Offensive Rookie of the Year. This one, it's tough.
I think
It's tough, but it's not.
It's not tough at
Yeah.
all.
It's tough, but it's not. Like Puka had an amazing year, but you have to give it to CJ Stroud. You have to. He was in the MVP race for a while.
Yeah, for a few games, yeah.
And just as a rookie to be an MVP race, that says a whole lot about the kind of player that you are. And not to mention that nobody was really rooting for him when he was coming out of the draft. They thought he would be a bust because we all saw the test results that do for all the incoming quarterbacks. But I mean, he was quoted saying that he's not a test taker, he's a football player, and he sure is. So if he doesn't get that award, I'm gonna riot.
Yeah.
CJ Stroud, in my opinion, is and this may be a bias, but he is the Luka of the NFL. He is the future of the NFL. I believe that. Future MVP, future Super Bowl winner with the Texans. Like, they honestly have a chance with him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to have C.J. Stroud honestly win this one. I mean, like Chris said, people were doubting him because of those test scores.
I was one of them.
Bro, who cares about a test score? I want to see how you play on the field. And what we saw from C.J. Stroud in college, he was a dog. And then he just proved to be at that level, ready to play whenever he joined the Texans, was able to carry the team whenever they had no run game. I remember against the Bucs where he had to create a comeback where they only had less than 70 yards rushing, and he threw for over 450, almost 500 yards. And he was able to carry this team, and to be, like we've been saying, to be in the MVP discussion in your rookie year, easily the best rookie season we've seen. I understand Puka Nacua played very well, but there were some games where he just had an off day. I feel like we didn't see any of those games for C.J. Stroud, and he's going to be the clear-cut winner.
Yeah, other than the
I agree.
games where he had to miss due to injury,
Yeah.
he really didn't have an off game.
And
Yeah.
that Panthers game, which was just kind of off, but I don't know.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's the only one.
any given Sunday. when it
Yeah.
comes to
Any
that,
very
so
true.
when it comes
But
to stuff like that.
he
Panthers
showed
won
us
twice
more
like
often than not that he will perform.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, I agree. Obviously I'm going to take CJ Stroud. I think that CJ Stroud is obviously the franchise. You got to sign to a huge like a Patrick. He's definitely worthy of a Patrick Mahomes contract,
Yeah,
a 10-year.
right now.
Yeah, I agree. I think he should win it. I don't wish that it was a split like you could AFC and NFC. I think that he deserves it overall, but no discredit to Puka. Puka did have a really good season.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But next is Defensive Player of the Year. This one, I really didn't. There wasn't like a really good defensive player that was like I was like
Like
dang.
outstanding, like Aaron Donald
Yeah.
was those years he would win it. I don't know, dude. I honestly want to take TJ Watt.
I want to take TJ Watt too.
I would
But-
take him if he didn't get hurt.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm taking Myles Garrett. I'm taking because the impact that he had on that Browns team, leading them to be the #1 defense in the league.
yeah,
And what they did all year, especially missing the quarterbacks that they had, they really had to step up. This defense did, and they performed besides the playoff game.
Yeah.
But, I mean, you got Joe Flacco throwing 2 back-to-back picks.
yeah.
I was expecting
Yeah.
too
And
much.
one's pick six.
Yeah. So, I mean, but still, I got Myles Garrett winning this award.
Yeah,
I think I agree with you there too. I mean, I know, like I said, if TJ wasn't hurt, I would have taken him. But I do see Myles Garrett winning it, and like you said it too, like he led that defense to be the #1 in the league, and the revolving door at quarterback in Cleveland. It's like the defense just stepped up and won it on their own for a little bit.
Yeah.
yeah. I'll probably take Myles Garrett, and I agree with Chris. I would take TJ Watt if
If you
hadn't
didn't
got
get hurt.
But Myles Garrett did really will that team into having one of the better defenses. I mean, Myles Garrett's an unmovable force.
Yeah.
I think that he can.
I mean, the one game this season where they had 2 tight ends switching sides just to block him.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, yeah.
what other guy, what other team do you see do that to some guy?
Not to
Micah
mention-
Parsons.
Besides,
triple-double him, like-
besides if your name's
Yeah.
Aaron Donald, then you're getting triple teamed by every play.
Yeah, but I agree. I don't see Darren Bland from any of y'all, which is surprising.
Yeah, no, he just
No.
he just
He
broke the
showed
record.
promise, but then after that Thanksgiving game,
Yeah,
I don't know.
I was the same way. After the Thanksgiving game when he got cooked by the Commanders, and then next week the Seahawks, and then he just kept on getting destroyed, and then we saw him against the Packers just
I think
That
the
sealed it
I
for
think
me.
his last game, like
Well,
really,
actually,
really good
after
game.
the Seahawks sealed it for me.
It was a Seahawks game.
Yeah.
Like because his last really, really good game was the Commanders game. He didn't get cooked that game.
Yeah, I'm proud of y'all for being able to not
I'm
be.
honest. And I think I was talking to Jacob about this, where we were talking about Micah Parsons, why we wouldn't pick him. It's just towards the end of the season, he starts to slow down, and you don't see as much production from him as
Yeah.
you will see from some of these other guys, like TJ, like Max Crosby, who could be
Yeah.
in conversation, or like Myles Garrett.
I agree. I think that it's pretty unanimous with Myles Garrett. I don't think Darren Bland. Dude caught 6 pick sixes, and that was it. But our next one is Offensive Player of the Year. Who do you
I
know
love
got?
this award because it really highlights the non-quarterbacks. Because
Yeah.
the MVP obviously is a quarterback-based award. It's very obvious.
Yeah.
But I'm taking Christian McCaffrey.
Yeah, I'm gonna agree with you I'm gonna agree with you there. I feel like Tyreek Hill could have won it too, like
Yeah.
just a toss up between either one of those. But at the end of the day, I'm gonna have to say CMC. He really has been a workhorse this season, and I mean it's weird to think about it. This was the same guy that was like getting hurt almost every game when he was in Carolina.
Yeah.
And then for him to just rebound from that and become like the running back that we all know him to be. So I'm gonna take Christian McCaffrey.
Yeah, I'm going Christian McCaffrey also. He's shown to be the workhorse of this team. Whenever things are going south, they put the game on his back, and he's able to perform every single game. And like you said, Carolina always getting hurt.
Yeah.
I had a chance to draft him for my fantasy team, and I skipped over him because I thought he was just gonna get hurt.
I drafted him
I
this
did
year.
too. I
so
did too.
I didn't
I
pick
drafted him
him,
this year.
and then he just goes out there and just poops on my face.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, dude, he's a guy you've got to
Big
have.
time.
I've drafted him
Definitely.
every single year I can draft him.
Yeah. I mean, I agree. I think it should go to CMC, but again, I could see Tyreek. If Tyreek had broken the record, it probably should have gone to Tyreek, but he didn't. So I'm going to take CMC, and our next award is the MVP. I want everyone's top three.
Yeah.
And then once you get to one, obviously that's your final pick of the awards. So let me hear it, everybody.
Alrighty, so my top three, do you want them in order or do you want them just
In order.
top three?
In order.
In order.
3, 2,
okay.
1.
All right, so coming in at number 3, for me, I'm going to have to take my quarterback, Dak Prescott. I mean, I know like he really didn't have that much of a flashy season, but then again, nobody really did this season. There would be a clear-cut winner if somebody had. But I like the way Dak Prescott performed during the regular season. He kept his promise. He wouldn't have 10 interceptions. He had 9. But coming in at number 2, I'm going to go ahead and say Brock Purdy. So I know I give this dude a lot of stuff, but I'm just talking nonsense when it comes to that. Like, I truly believe that he is the future of San Francisco. I mean, look at him. From year one, Mr. Irrelevant, got to the NFC title game. Of course, he got hurt, but then now he found his way back to it. He led the team back to the win in the NFC title game against the Lions to take them back to the Super Bowl for the first time since 2019. And then coming in at number 1, because, I don't know, I think this is going to be the clear-cut winner when it comes to the NFL, is going to be Lamar Jackson.
Yeah, I agree.
Because, I mean, it's Lamar, the way he performed this season. He kind of, I don't know, in my opinion, he kind of started off slow, but that might just be on me. I probably just didn't pay attention enough. But I don't know what much to say about Lamar. I mean,
Yeah, he
I got
showed
him.
real growth.
He did.
So
Got over that hump in the playoffs.
Yeah, Matt, let me hear your top 3.
Well, I don't know, man. I want to. I don't know. Like you said, nobody really had like a flashy season, and I want to say Dak Prescott is the MVP. I really do, but I'm not sure because I don't think they'll give it to him. So at number 3, I have CMC. Number 2, I have Dak Prescott, and number 1 is Lamar Jackson. 'Cause they're gonna give it to Lamar. Like they're gonna give it to Lamar. He had a good season. He played like a quarterback a lot of the time, instead of the running back that everybody was calling him, So I'll take Lamar Jackson.
Yeah.
Yeah, at number 3, I'll tell you CMC. I mean, the impact that he had on this team, same reason why I picked him for Offensive Player of the Year. He was able to just carry this team on his back whenever they needed him, and he stepped up in almost every single game. And he's just a real dog. I mean, you gotta be honest. At 2, I got Dak Prescott. People may not agree. Jacob might not agree.
We'll find out.
But just the way that Dak Prescott was able to perform this year did something that nobody expected. Yes, the reason why we didn't have so many people for the MVP award is because we had people get injured, like Joe Burrow.
There was a lot of injuries this year.
Deshaun Watson, a lot of injuries. A lot of injuries. But Dak Prescott was able to excel, bring this team to one of the best scoring offenses, and sadly they just couldn't perform in the playoffs. But at number 1, I got Lamar Jackson. And you may look at his stats and may not think that they're that great, but what he was able to do and his impact and able, like Jacob said, grow as a passer and not be that running back first guy that we know, although he should have done that against the Chiefs.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We
But-
talked about that.
Against the worst rushing defense.
I talked about it last week also. What are you doing? Whenever we need you to run the dang ball, please.
Yeah.
So, but the impact that he had all year of losing Mark Andrews and then having to count on a rookie, Zay Flowers, and the running back injuries all season, and able to still perform. Yes, he has the help of a great defense, but still on offense, you have to be able to put up points, and he did just that this year. So I got Lamar winning it.
So I think the consensus is Dak number 2 from everybody. I'm gonna put Dak at 3. I think.
Well, he had him at 3.
I had him.
Okay. Yeah. Well,
It
but-
pained me to do it, but 3.
I'm gonna put Dak at 3. I think he was good, but at a certain time they didn't really play very good players, or very good teams. But I mean, I can't. I'm discrediting Dak, but at the end of the day too, I'm not discrediting Dak. I don't know. I judge this on success, and obviously they had really good success. But when it came down to the big moment, the big stage, he couldn't do it. So
Home game in the playoffs.
exactly, I'll keep. I mean, yeah, that's another thing too. Like,
Don't
I
get
mean,
me
you're playing
started
at
on
home.
that, Dan Quinn.
But Dak at 3 for me. I'm going to put CMC at 2 just because I think that I agree. CMC was that guy. Every time you needed a touchdown and you're on the 5-yard line, give it to CMC. He's gonna.
If you bet any time touchdown on him, you're gonna hit.
Exactly. I think that CMC is that guy.
Not that we condone betting.
Yeah, not that we condone betting. 1-800-GAMBLERS. But no, CMC at 2. But number 1, the baby goat, Lamar Jackson. Yeah. I know.
That's crazy that you still call him baby goat after he beat your
team. The baby goat.
What did you text me right after? I'm sorry, I interrupted you. What did you text me right after the Texans game? It is now
F Lamar.
Yep. It is now F Lamar. And here you are calling him baby goat.
He is baby goat. That's as simple as that.
He
is the baby goat. I think that.
Snapback Sports.
Exactly. That's
the
what
baby
saying,
goat is Patrick Mahomes.
Me and Mark, same page,
we
same
know.
But no, I like Lamar. I think that again, I kind of touched on a little bit that he has shown real growth. I think that he used to put up 250 rushing yards a game and
just about
100 passing yards, but now
20 yards.
And it's basically flipped now.
Yeah.
And he beat the teams. Bring it back to the Cowboys. He beat the teams that the Cowboys couldn't, and obviously, the Cowboys were the team to beat. I touched on it a little bit last episode that I thought the Cowboys were going to win the Super Bowl. I might not have said it, but I was thinking this could have been the year for the Cowboys. But at the end of the day, too, like Lamar beat the teams that the Cowboys couldn't. Like he beat the 49ers. He went out there and he put 37 on the 49ers.
But that was at the end of the season where the game really didn't matter. Both of them
did matter. That game did matter.
Both of them had already.
That was a prime time. What are you talking about?
But both of them had already clinched the number 1 seed practically.
They clinched the division, but not the 1 seed.
Yeah, that was still a big game.
I think it wasn't until the week after when the Cardinals beat the Eagles is when they clinched the 1 seed.
Mm-hmm. That was thought to be the Super Bowl match.
The logo said it.
Yeah, but that was a huge game, and obviously Lamar stepped up. So I thought Lamar's that guy. I've been saying that. I have a Lamar jersey. I like Lamar. Yeah. I think Lamar's cool. Lamar's a good guy.
Yeah, and I mean I had to pay attention a lot to Lamar because y'all know Toby was a Ravens fan, so obviously I had to keep up with them every week. So that's why I was able. Just finally see the growth of him.
Yeah.
Just the way he played, the way he performed all season, spectacular. You gotta love to see it.
And I mean, he ran that offense. That offense really did run through him. Obviously, we saw him. Chris said that Mark Andrews went down, and it was up to Lamar to figure it out. Mm-hmm. And so, obviously, I'm gonna finish off with Lamar. I think Lamar's the clear-cut MVP winner. If Dak hadn't pooped the bed so hard in the playoffs, I think.
But it's not a playoff. It's not a playoff award.
But at the same time, too, that Dolphins game, we could have easily won it.
Yeah.
Dolphins. Well, not the Lions, but the Dolphins game.
I think it does play into people's minds, though.
I think that's where people started writing Dak off for MVP. After that Dolphins game is when people wrote him off.
Yeah, but I think when it comes to playoff games, it does kind of.
There's a lot that went into that Dolphins game. I know it's not that point of the season anymore.
The Bills game, too.
Yeah. The Bills game was a big
one,
The
Bills game was the one, to me. Not the Dolphins game. The Dolphins game, you had Hunter Lipke try to run in a touchdown in the end zone on the first drive of the game, and he fumbles the ball. That right there is what lost that game for the Cowboys. It wasn't Dak's play.
But, I mean, we're not talking about the Cowboys here. This ain't a Cowboys podcast. Yeah. But anyways, I thought that but again, I'll say it again, too, it does play – playoffs do play a big role in it. Yeah. People see you watch – everybody's watching those playoff games. Everybody Lamar had an amazing first when he beat the Texans. People probably were watching that game and saw how good Lamar was, and that probably played into it. And Dak didn't have any what was it? He had 17 passing yards in the first half.
Something like that.
I think
in the first quarter he had 0.
Yeah. So I think that really played into it too. But you know me, I'm gonna go Lamar as the MVP. But we will find out tonight or Thursday, whenever this goes up on the radio. We will find out, and you can catch us if we're wrong. Send us a DM. I don't know.
Do whatever you want to do.
Whatever you want.
It would be freaking scenes if Dak Prescott won it. I would be going crazy for that.
Yeah. We won't.
That would be my Super Bowl.
Yeah.
It would be interesting.
That would be very
now, for the big big game of the year, the Super Bowl, 49ers and Chiefs.
What about the betting?
We'll get to the betting after.
Okay.
We had talked about that before.
We get to the betting.
Come on.
Betting's gonna be there. It's not going nowhere. It's gonna be there.
Anyways,
We don't condone
things ain't gonna
betting.
change in 30 minutes. But anyways, let's talk about the big game. I want to hear everybody's who they think's gonna win. Break it down for me. Give me your honest opinion. Chris, take it away.
Alrighty, so the Chiefs and the 49ers, the two bigger juggernauts, a Super Bowl rematch from Super Bowl, what was it, Super Bowl 54.
Yeah.
But, I mean, that time the Chiefs didn't have Taylor Swift on their side. All jokes aside, I love both teams. I kind of like what I saw more with the 49ers compared to what I saw with the Chiefs. I mean, this has been kind of like a stepping back season for the Chiefs. 11 wins, Mahomes' first playoff game on the road, but hell, they got through all of it, and they still managed to find themselves in the Super Bowl once again. But I'm going to bet against them. I'm going to go with the 49ers.
All right.
Because I like the way Brock Purdy has been playing. I like Christian McCaffrey, and that defense is probably going to give Mahomes a run for his money.
All right, Matt, what do we think? That's an interesting
I'm
take.
taking the Chiefs, dude. The Chiefs, it is playoff Patrick Mahomes. And at the end of the day, you can have as many, like, studs whenever you really, like, on the other side. But whenever you really get, like, Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce going, it's big, dude. And now Kadarius Toney is playing and he's motivated. He may not have the best resume in the regular season, but, like, he was good in the Super Bowl last year.
Yeah.
All the players that needed to be good last year in the Super Bowl, when they needed to shine, they shined. Sky Moore, Kadarius Toney.
Yeah.
If you give Kadarius Toney, you don't even need to pass it to him like 1,000 times. If you give him the right schemes, the right plays, a little jet sweep, that guy is fast. He can get going. Like, I've liked Kadarius Toney. He just messes up at the wrong times, offsides, like offensive offsides, whatever that call was where they could have won the game. I'm honestly taking the Chiefs because, and then people don't even talk about it enough. Their defense is amazing.
Yeah.
This is the best defense Patrick Mahomes has ever had. The worst offense, but the best defense.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you guys know, my fans know, I'm a Broncos fan. All right?
Yeah.
So it pains me to see the Chiefs win. So I desperately want the 49ers to win. But I'm picking the Chiefs to win.
Yeah.
Picking the Chiefs to win. What Matt was saying, these guys have been able to step up in the playoffs and perform on offense. The Sky Moore, Rashee Rice, Travis Kelce has balled out last game against the Ravens. And someone he didn't mention, but I want to mention because he's been an absolute beast all season running the ball, Isaiah Pacheco.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Isaiah Pacheco
biter.
all season has absolutely been just an absolute tank running the ball and able to get those tough yards whenever you need them. And then Clyde Edwards-Helaire also, on top of that, has performed very well. And like Matt was saying, this Chiefs defense, the best we've ever seen from the Chiefs. Even though the offense can't put up as many points as they used to, you're able to see this team hold the Ravens to only 10 points, held the Dolphins to 7 points, held the Bengals to 17, even though they have Joe Burrow, but held them to 17. They held the Bills scoreless at home for a whole fourth quarter.
Oh, yeah.
This team has been able to go on the road and perform, and I think they're going to do just enough. This is another game. They've been here. This is their fourth time being here.
Yeah.
Fourth time in 5 years.
It's just another business game. That's it. And the Chiefs are going to take care of it.
Oh, yeah. And, like, I'm sorry because you're about to go, Jacob, but that's one thing you mentioned. Like, I forgot completely. Clyde Edwards-Helaire is somebody that I liked for a long time, and it's crazy because he didn't just disappear, but he did get the job taken from him by Isaiah Pacheco, an absolute dog. They have a really good running back room, and when they get going, dude.
Yeah.
So,
my turn. You know who I'm going. I have said this for the past. I feel like our playoff episodes, I've really said this. Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce understand where they are. And I think it is so hard to beat Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce in the playoffs. They have so much experience, and I don't know if y'all saw the interviews with Travis Kelce. This game means more to him than it's ever been before because they have the chance to go back-to-back. Mm-hmm. And it has been a rough year for the Chiefs. Just all the hate they've gotten. Poor Patrick Mahomes. I'm a big Patrick Mahomes guy.
I am too.
And
He's a former Cowboys fan. So.
That's what I'm saying.
Anybody hates Patrick Mahomes.
I think there's a lot of hate.
No.
They hate someone else on this team.
And there's no hate for Patrick Mahomes. There's hate for his family, I think. No,
Jackson Mahomes.
Nobody likes Jackson. Nobody likes Brittany. And I mean, nobody really talks about their dad, but the dad just got his third DUI in Texas. I mean,
why not?
Whenever your son is Jackson Mahomes, I mean,
But I think that it's just when you get onto this big of a stage and you have the experience, I think that it comes down to what team wants it more, and I know the Chiefs want it more. They 100% get that what position they're in, and Matt, you kind of touched on it a little bit. Kadarius Toney, he knows that this is a big game. He knows that if he doesn't have a big game or doesn't show like he can have a big game, he's going to be a free agent.
Just like any other of these guys on the team, he knows how big this game is. He wants his second ring.
Yeah, and I agree. And a thing of it too is we saw Marquez Valdez-Scantling when he
came
caught
up
that
big last game.
When he came up and caught that pass to basically seal the game, you could tell he had worked on that. And this team knows that they should be the best of the best, but they've made mistakes. And the thing of it is that these teams the Chiefs understand and they fix their mistakes. We saw I'll call him MSV. I'm not gonna say his full name. MSV when he caught that MVS. MVS. When he turned around and caught that and dropped that and missed that fade, he didn't he dove for it the wrong way. But when the same opportunities under the bright lights, he turned around and caught it, and this team adapts. And I said it a few minutes ago, and I say it at every episode. The Chiefs understand where they're at. I mean, it's so hard to beat Travis Kelce and Patrick Mahomes in the playoffs because they're so entwined. It is almost a Tom Brady and a Gronk situation, but I don't want to discredit the 49ers. I think the 49ers are very good.
Yeah.
I think that it's going to be a good game. But I think that it's going to succumb to Brock Purdy. I think Brock Purdy could be number 4 in the MVP race, but at the end of the day, this is the biggest stage. Mm-hmm. And we've seen Brock Purdy in huge games, and he hasn't been able. He
starts off slow, and I feel like if you start off slow against this Chiefs team,
yeah.
And the Niners defense has not been able to step up the past few weeks either.
Yeah, I agree.
Anybody can score on them. They had the Packers score on them. They had the Lions go crazy on them, 31 or 27 and a half, something like that.
Yeah, and the Chiefs aren't just going to let you come back.
Oh,
and I think that, well, again, what Matt was saying, the defense has really stepped up. Chris Jones, these guys have 100% been here and understand where they're at. Chris Jones understands that he needs to be the focal point of this offense. Their linebackers are really good. Willie Gay is insane.
Yeah.
And Ladarius Sneed is really good. And
Nick Bolton.
And Justin Reed, too.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
These guys, that defense is...
McDuffie, all of them.
People really don't talk about how good that defense is. And I think it's going to come down to... Brock Purdy's going to get a little... He's going to get a real taste of the Chiefs.
Yeah.
But I just think that the 49ers are going to struggle. And if they don't... And like Mark just said, they start off slow. And against a Chiefs team that is hungry and willing to win, and just the craziness of this Chiefs season and everything that's gone on, you start slow against this team, I promise you in the playoffs that you are not going to come back.
They will ice the game quick.
They will get that game going.
And the thing is with the Chiefs, I think everybody wrote them off. They didn't expect them to be this far. And it's
second
because
year in a row,
what we saw throughout the regular season.
They struggled.
They struggled all regular season. And after every single press conference or post-game conference, they're just talking about how we need to figure things out. We need to figure things out. Going into the playoffs, they were saying we need to figure things out.
Yeah.
So nobody expected them to be this far. But they figured it out, finally.
Yeah.
And look at where they are now.
Yeah, I think it comes down to it's just one of those things. Like good teams, get better. And
Oh,
the
yeah.
Chiefs have 100% gotten better. They plugged the holes that were wrong with them. Again, Matt, you really did a good job of it. Like, Pacheco's extremely good. He can catch the ball and he can run in the open field. And the same thing, too, with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. People don't talk about him, but when he gets the ball, he's basically just like when Ezekiel Elliott was really good. I know we got a lot of Cowboys listeners. I'll give you a good Cowboys example. But Clyde Edwards-Helaire, like, you give him the ball on the 5-yard line, he's going to score. And same thing with Pacheco, too. And these guys want to win. So I am 100% in on the Chiefs. I don't think, now that I haven't really put much thought into it, but thinking about it now, I think that Brock Purdy will start slow, and he's gonna get his clock clean. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and like honestly, I mentioned this last episode that we had. Whenever you have a coach like Andy Reid, who truly means business, it's crazy because he benched Kadarius Toney while Kadarius Toney was healthy because he didn't feel that he was going to contribute that game.
Yeah.
Whenever Travis Kelce was throwing a little hissy fit on the sideline, he threw his helmet. He told him, "You're sitting the rest of the game."
Yeah.
You know, this guy means business, and he has all these millionaires, absolute millionaires. That's what's hard in the NFL is being a respectable coach because these guys, they don't have to respect you. They're getting paid millions to do what they're doing. But when you have a coach like Coach Reid, really disciplining these guys and making sure they're all in line, that is an amazing team. That's what Belichick would really do.
Yeah.
He'd keep everybody in line. And, of course, he had Tom Brady there doing it too. But, like, that's just what an amazing coach does.
Yeah.
is
Bill Belichick
gets
does
everyone-
not choose players.
Yeah.
But another thing, too, is Travis Kelce could retire after this.
That is true.
I don't think he will. And Jason Kelce, during Pro Bowl week, he was saying, "I'm going to try not to retire." He wants to play again.
Yeah.
But I think he just needs to for his family, for his kids, his little daughters that he has, they're always on the podcast. You know, I feel like he probably should just let it go for now, you know?
Yeah, but I honestly think Travis Kelce could retire. Go out on a high note. You won 3 Super Bowls.
I got a little fun fact for y'all. So, you remember a couple years ago when we were saying how Tony Romo predicts the future because he would predict a play before it happens?
Yeah.
So, it was, I want to say it was still in the regular season when he kept referring to Taylor Swift as Travis Kelce's wife. So, I don't know. Maybe he saw the script and Travis Kelce's proposing at the Super Bowl.
So that'll get
We could get into that in a little bit.
that will get us into our next segment, and it is the crazy Super Bowl bets. But one thing before we start, the CJM podcast does not condone gambling. I doubt the
Off the clock family might or might not condone it. It's up to your discretion. Depending on what state you're in.
Exactly. If it's legal in your state, we don't.
Only legal betting is what.
And if you have a
Exactly.
problem, just stop gambling.
If we
What
have
was
a
the number?
problem,
What do they
1-800
What do they
gamblers.
say? Gamblers, they quit right before their biggest win.
No,
No, dude.
That's the real gambler.
Everyone's got to realize 90% of gamblers quit right before they win big. I'm not saying anything.
Don't be a quitter.
I'm just saying you got to think of that one meme where the guy hits diamonds, but the other guy stops right before he gets it. I'm saying. But again, we don't condone gambling. 1-800 gamblers. Go talk to them. Get some help.
I mean, I'm only 18. I can't even gamble yet.
For us older folks, let's talk about some of the crazy games. First one we're going to go with, I'm going to go with 2 that we kind of just touched on. I saw over 4.5 times Taylor Swift will be shown on the broadcast.
It's
What do
going to
y'all
be
think?
more than 4 times.
It'll be more than 4
Oh,
times.
yeah. It's a Super Bowl. They're going to go all out.
Yeah,
They're
I
gonna
think
go.
And she
over
just
4.5
won Album of the Year.
Okay, but
she just announced
Does
her new
this
album.
only count during the game or like
during the game.
During the game.
Okay, during the game, yeah, I think.
They're gonna
But
they're
even
gonna show
before
her,
the
like-
game, we're
So-
gonna get at least 10 shots of her.
So
They're gonna
we're
show her
taking-
like
we're taking-
7 to
We're
10
taking the
times.
over on that one, but over 4.5 times she's mentioned on the broadcast.
Over.
Oh, over.
I'm going to take
Over.
the under.
I'm taking over.
I'm taking the under because Tony Romo is doing the announcing, and he doesn't really like the whole
Oh,
Taylor
I didn't
Swift
know
thing.
Romo was doing it.
So that's
Never
what I'm
mind.
thinking.
Oh,
Because
okay.
he's not going to want to. He's not going to want to keep bringing
he's
it
not
up.
going. Jim Nantz isn't going to do it
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
They're gonna Tony Romo and Jim Nantz. They are going to say whatever the big the big what's it called? The big TV provider, not the TV provider.
Conspiracy
the
theories.
networks.
Conspiracy theories.
They're gonna say whatever the network wants.
Big
them to
Pharma.
say. Shut up,
Big
dude.
Corp. Everybody.
No,
The Rockefellers out here.
They're gonna say what the networks want them to say, and that's what's bringing in the money, dude. The Taylor Swift, Travis Kelce, the amount of people who really did not care about football. I mean, like the Taylor Swift fans are watching every Travis Kelce game they can.
All right. Well, so we got 3 overs and 1 under. I'm taking the under. I think it's Tony Romo. People have said they don't like Tony Romo. He might be on his way out because we have so many new people coming in. Tom Brady is going to start taking spots.
Yeah, that's right.
Nobody's taking Tony Romo's spot, dude.
But
Nobody's
again,
taking Tony.
Again,
You're just a hater, dude.
I think it's going to go under. I think Tony Romo really just says what he wants to say.
Bro sees the star and he goes, "Well, I think he should just be gone."
I didn't say he was going to be gone. I said there's
You
probably,
just said that.
I said there's going to be new people coming in.
So he might be on.
Yeah.
There's a good
it comes
chance.
down to
I
it.
don't know.
We've seen it time and time before. Tony Romo doesn't really like to talk about Taylor Swift. So I'm going to go with the under on that one. Under 4.5. But they will show her a bunch.
They will show her.
And I think it's going to happen. But anyways, our next one is the national anthem length. We got Reba.
The queen of country music.
A minute and 30. Over, under, 86 seconds. What do y'all think?
So we were looking at this earlier, and we saw that her longest that she sang the national anthem was 1:21.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
So I'm gonna just take the under. I think it might be 1:25. I think she might make it a little longer, but not that much.
Yeah, Grace?
I'm going to go ahead and agree with Mark. I think it's just going to be just right there.
I think I'm taking the under on this one too.
Well, the real gambler here, gambling addicted. I'm going to go the over. It's the Super Bowl. I think she's going to extend it, hit those notes, bring it out a little bit. I think, and I'm sure it plays into her head that she's gonna want to like stretch it out. This is big for Reba. Reba ain't done nothing in a while. So I think she's gonna extend it out. She wants her time. I'm gonna have to take the over here. But so our next one, this one's kind of, it's not really, it involves the Super Bowl, but it's not really, like it doesn't involve the whole Super Bowl. Will Gronk make the kick of destiny? He missed it last year.
I think he will, dude. If you're practicing for a
How
whole
far
year.
How far is it?
I don't know, but I'm gonna have to agree with
If you're
Matt.
practicing for a whole year and you don't make it,
He missed it last year. He missed it last year, and he was doing with the Rocky actor who died.
Oh, Carl Weathers.
Yeah, Carl Weathers was. You gotta make it for Carl Weathers.
Oh yeah, dude.
And
That's
he
all the
missed
motivation
it so
you need.
bad
Yeah.
last year, and people were so mad that he missed it because it was like, I thought it was gonna be like live, but it was just a commercial. So I'm taking he's gonna hit it.
They need to do it.
I think he's
live.
going to make it.
I think he's gonna make it.
Yeah, as long as he's getting practice with out of Vinatieri, I think he'll make it.
Exactly. I think he's gonna make it. It ain't that hard to make a field goal.
Man,
Let's be honest. Let's be honest.
I mean,
If I practiced for like 3 weeks, I'd be able to do it.
All right. I want everyone. All right. I want everyone's opinion on what color they think the Gatorade will be.
All right, I was
wait. Let me give you the colors so you understand which ones are there. Clear, red, orange, yellow, blue, or purple.
Okay, I was just thinking about this. Who wants to be drinking purple grape Gatorade on the sideline? That is my least favorite Gatorade.
I enjoy purple.
Quite a fan of grape Gatorade.
Oh, dude,
I
that's
came around
quite
to it
the
after a little while. I think it's pretty good.
It's okay. It's my least favorite. I think it has to be like the blue or the green or the yellowish
Okay,
green.
but
They are the most common ones.
Yeah,
I need
that's what I'm
to
saying.
Preference this. Purple, it has the best odds. Purple has the best odds.
Purple does.
Purple does have the best
Purple
odds.
does have the best odds.
So, I'm gonna go with blue. Actually,
Yeah.
I'm gonna go orange. Orange is my favorite color. And orange, it's Gatorade. Gatorade is literally orange. Why not go orange?
That is true.
Why not go orange?
What was it last year?
I don't know.
Maybe we should have looked it up.
We probably
Yeah.
should
We
have
probably should have looked it up.
But I'm gonna go. Well, I mean, the Chiefs did win. Dang, we should have done research. See, this is what's gonna play in when I'm making my bets.
Gotta go back and look, man.
But I'm gonna go orange. I think everybody loves orange. You know, it's Gatorade's color. They're making it a big deal. It's gonna be orange. Mark,
I think because both teams are red,
Gonna be red.
I think it's going to be red. I think it might play into it.
Yeah.
If not, I'm going to go for blue.
All right. So
Yeah.
red or blue.
I'm taking blue.
Chris.
Oh, this one's freaking tough. You know what? I'm probably gonna go with orange. Jake, I like what you said about that, like how it's Gatorade. Their color
literally
is
Gatorade.
orange.
It's literally Gatorade.
So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and take orange.
All right.
Can we talk about the plus 100,000 bet that one company's doing, where the aliens invade the stadium and it's just the game ends in a tie?
Well, can you make your bet first? Your choice
What
first?
could you make it?
Well,
Before we
obviously
talk
it's
about
not
another bet.
Oh, I did. No, I did. I said blue. I said blue.
Oh, that's when the real talk.
Yeah.
No,
All right,
he said
what-
it right
what
before
is
me.
it?
I heard him.
What is it?
I heard him.
Obviously, the aliens aren't going to invade Earth during the Super Bowl. But if I had to bet, I'd at least put a couple dollars down on it, because plus 100,000, dude. If I put $5 measly dollars down, I mean, that's like what, $500,000?
That's true.
Dude, how are you gonna spend the money if the aliens take over?
Exactly.
I
Pay
won.
him off.
I won the
Buy
bet.
him off.
That's all that matters. Win or loss.
I won and you're vaporized.
That's gonna be the biggest win ever.
right,
I won the bet.
So
Die happy.
we have a long list of bets. This one, I hear people talk about this one, heads or tails. This is a true, you can't get more 50-50 than this. Heads or tails.
It's a literal coin flip.
It is a literal
Coin
50 or 50 shot. It's not, it doesn't matter what Gatorade, what people are thinking. Heads or
10
tails.
different kinds of
Yeah,
Gatorade.
heads or tails. What are we thinking?
Heads. Wait, but do y'all think? Wait, hold up. We didn't even. Do y'all think the aliens are invading Earth at Super Bowl?
Oh,
No, I don't think so, and I hope
hope
I
not.
hope so.
But I hope so too.
Why not?
Hey,
we're still
Like,
not
honestly,
clashing.
People
there.
have to see Taylor
okay,
Swift.
maybe you don't think it's gonna happen. I mean,
No,
you'd still put like $5 down on it, right?
I would.
Yeah.
I don't know about 5, probably like 2. But anyways,
Okay.
heads or tails, everybody. So we got heads from Matt.
Yeah, it's
I'm gonna go tails.
because tails never fail.
Tails never fails.
I'm gonna go with tails.
I'm gonna have to go again. He stole the words right out of my mouth. Tails. Tails never fails, baby. Tails never fails. Going tails. I don't know what it was last year. Probably should have looked, but
We don't know.
But it doesn't matter what it was last year.
You're
It's
gonna
a
have to
literal
look.
It's a new year.
It's a 50-50 coin flip, man. Literally.
I'm going tails. I always pick tails. Tails never fails. But who wins the coin toss? Who we betting to win the coin toss? The odds are all the same too. Who we betting to win?
Chiefs.
Chiefs win.
The Chiefs win. They take the momentum all the way to the end of the game.
I think the Chiefs win. I think the Chiefs win the coin toss, but I don't know about the momentum thing. I could be wrong.
I want to
We'll
be
see.
different, so I'm going to go to 49ers because I think that's just be a little different. You know, because I don't know. This one you can't really like. Oh, I don't know. You can't statistically break this down. You just got to pick one or the other.
Yeah, it's
One or the
Tuesday.
other. Yeah.
not like the Commanders are there, unless you're Adam Schefter. I
If I
mean,
got to be honest, I'll probably bet.
maybe they are there.
I'll probably make 4 bets. Each bet a different one each time.
Did y'all see that Adam Schefter tweeted that out though?
What?
He said that the Chiefs, the Kansas City Chiefs and the Washington Commanders have both landed in Vegas.
Really?
And then immediately after he
Oh, yeah,
corrected it,
yeah.
I was looking at it. I was like, I guess all teams are going.
Ah, Schefter, what are you doing?
But another one. The next one is the team that wins the coin toss to win the game. Yes or no? This one you can kind of break down a little bit.
Chiefs win the game. I said
Yeah,
that.
I already have the Chiefs winning.
Yeah.
So
They're
and I
gonna win
have
the
them
coin
winning
toss, win the game.
I gotta win it yet.
Yeah, I mean, I want to win twice.
I said they win the coin toss. I said the Chiefs win the coin toss, but of course my prediction, the 49ers win the game. So
that's an interesting one. I think that they won't because I can't go against what I say. The Chiefs gonna win it. So yeah, I think 49ers gonna win the coin toss. 49ers gonna lose the game. But a little bit, it's not really more of a bet. This one kind of like you can just bet it. Who do you think is gonna win the Super Bowl MVP?
Patrick Mahomes. Kadarius Toney. Nah, I'm joking, but Patrick Mahomes. I think Patrick Mahomes wins it unless Travis Kelce has like a 200-yard game. I think it's Patrick Mahomes.
I think the 49ers win it, and it's probably going to be either CMC or Brock Purdy.
Okay.
If you really want some high stakes odds, Harrison Butker plus 4,300. I don't know. Maybe you might take that one. It'll
I
probably
just might.
Yeah, you might.
There might be another Dolphins game where they got to depend on the chicken game.
I'll
That is
take
true.
Patrick Mahomes too. I think.
Imagine a kicker winning Super Bowl MVP.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
That'd be cool
Has that
for
ever
him, but that'd be a boring.
Probably, I'm sure.
That'd be a boring
Back in
Super
the
Bowl.
40s.
Back in the day when they didn't throw the ball.
Back there where they were
Actually,
helmets.
do think in the 40s or 50s, like a kicker or a punter
Back when
did
the
win
helmets
MVP.
were made out of freaking leather.
Yeah,
Leather
but
caps, not
I'll
helmets.
probably
Yeah.
go Patrick Mahomes. I mean, it's hard to. You got to be real good to win Super Bowl MVP.
I think it might be Travis Kelce.
I could see.
I
that.
think Travis
could see
Kelce will
that.
have a
I
big
think that
game
too.
past just getting the ball from Patrick. So I got Travis.
I could see that, but it could be like one of those years where Julian Edelman won it.
I
Could be, but
Maybe.
no, but I could see Travis Kelce.
got Patrick Mahomes though.
Yeah, Patrick. I'm gonna have to go with my winners. So
Yeah.
anybody on the Chiefs, so Patrick Mahomes. But our next one, will the opening kick be returned for a touchdown?
Oh yeah, not a touchdown, but it will be returned. They're gonna take it.
I will say if the 49ers are kicking it, chances are it is going to be returned. But if the Chiefs are kicking it, then no, I think it'll be a touchback.
Well, that was my. Well, do you think it'll be returned for a touchdown?
Not a
Returned
touchdown.
for a touchdown? No. I'd say returned out, but not returned for a touchdown.
I don't know. I think
What do I think it will be returned?
for a
For a
touchdown.
touchdown?
I thought that was the last question.
No,
It's this.
this is the same question.
Oh, well, still no. I don't even think it's gonna be. I don't even think they're gonna be running it out. I think it should be
All right.
straight touchback.
That one, that was obviously probably no, but we'll be wrong if so. We're giving out good advice. But anyways, will the opening kickoff be a touchback?
No.
Yeah.
I think it will be.
If the Chiefs are kicking it, yeah, like I always said. I got confused with that
Exactly.
first question.
Actually, I'm gonna switch my answer. I think I said it in the office or however long
Probably
ago
a couple
it was,
hours ago now.
but it's the big stage. You're gonna take it out. It doesn't matter. Richie James loves returning the ball. Richie James will take it out. I don't know who returns kicks for the 49ers, but you have to take it out. This is your return man. This is your one big opportunity to really get your
But like
name
I
out
said,
there.
unless it's the Chiefs kicking, I think Harrison Butker is taking that boy out of there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's going to try to
Unless it's
avoid
Moody, I
it.
think Moody, yeah, he might just
Yeah.
run it out.
I know.
Is there a streaker prop bet this year?
There probably is, but I don't have it. Anyways, that's probably like the alien thing. But next one is what it will be the first offensive play from scrimmage.
I think a streaker is way.
A run or a pass.
I think,
it's going to be a run.
real
Run.
quick. I think a streaker is way more probable than aliens are invading.
Yeah.
True. But we'll see what happens.
Anyways,
It'll be a run.
run or pass?
Run.
Run.
Both teams. Neither,
Yeah.
No matter
Yeah,
what.
either
I
one.
think
Both
you
will
got
start
to
with
set
a
up the run.
Yeah.
These teams, you got to set up the run.
I
And
think.
plus the running backs that they have.
Yeah.
I think if the 49ers get the ball, Brock Purdy's gonna do what he does. He's gonna throw a quick little check down to whoever's open, and it's gonna be a pass.
Well, pass is plus 110. Run is minus 150. So maybe the run is a consensus over America. But will the game end in a scoregami? For those who don't know, scoregami is a score that has never happened in the NFL.
No.
Go ahead and follow their Twitter, please.
Yeah.
It's pretty interesting.
It is. It really puts good facts out there.
Yeah, it does.
But anyways, scoregami, yes or no?
No.
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 No, probably not.
That's very hard to do.
But it happens.
Oh yeah.
Make sure you go follow their Instagram.
At least once a week.
What's we talked about this one too earlier. Which team? We talked about all the bets, but we didn't look what happened last year.
No, we looked at all of them.
But our first team to commit a penalty. Who's it gonna be?
I think it's going to be the Chiefs.
Yeah, since I think Chiefs are getting the ball first, I think it's going to be the Chiefs.
It's definitely gonna be. the
Kadarius Tony's gonna line up off sides. No.
Or one of their tackles.
Yeah.
If he lines up offside, he's getting cut right then and there in the Super
in the
Bowl.
middle of the game. Sit down.
Oh, he's injured. He's injured. Get out of here.
Andy Reid. Sit down, Kadarius. That's it. Nah, dude.
But yeah, I agree. It'll probably be the Chiefs. The Chiefs love penalties.
Love them.
Love them.
yeah.
Not like the Dallas Cowboys, but they still love them.
All right, dude. The Cowboys aren't in the Super Bowl, dude.
Still got to find a way to bring them up.
Yeah, that's free press.
All we know is flag football.
Yeah.
Facts. And dodgeball. Flag
Mark-
football and dodgeball, baby.
Mark had a good point for this next one. First team to call a timeout.
Oh, I think it'll be Chiefs.
Yeah.
I think they're just gonna waste them real quick.
Yeah, they love taking timeouts.
Yeah,
Andy
they love it. Andy Reid
love it.
Andy Reid would take a timeout whenever.
If I'm wrong,
don't matter.
If I'm wrong and the 49ers win the kick, the Chiefs will get it at half. If you have Patrick Mahomes with 2 minutes, a minute 30 left in the quarter, he's going to go and try to score. So they're going to take those timeouts, you know?
Yeah.
That's a reason to want to take a timeout.
Yeah, I'll take the time. I think the Chiefs will do it. Andy Reid loves blowing through timeouts.
Yeah.
I'm going to go against it. I'm going to say the 49ers call the first timeout. Because I'm going to say maybe Brock Purdy, in his inexperience in a Super Bowl, it does kind of get to him, at least on one play. And, you know, there's miscommunication or something. The clock's winding down. They got to take a timeout.
Yeah. All right. That's good. That's good. Valid point. Valid point.
Good enough.
So what would be the first turnover of the game? That's a big one, too.
Kadarius Toney fumbles the ball and... No, I'm joking.
Is it interception or a fumble?
It'll be a pick.
I can see more being an interception than a fumble.
I'm gonna go.
Fumble.
I'm gonna go with Matt. I think
Fumble.
it'll be a fumble. They fumble
Not
a lot.
Kadarius Toney, but somebody's going to fumble.
Picks are gonna come at a premium in the Super Bowl.
I don't know.
What'd
Brock
y'all
Purdy
do?
been throwing them to just about anybody. Like,
Yeah.
You get it.
What would y'all do
You
if
get
for
it.
some reason I was right on every single Kadarius Toney slander? He lines up off sides, first flag. He fumbles the ball, it's Kadarius Toney. What y'all do? Like, that'd be... I just predicted the
we'd
future.
call
Shake
you
your
the
hand.
Matt curse.
Yeah.
Like there's a Drake curse. You're the Matt
Yeah.
curse.
And it's just on Kadarius Toney.
Speaking of Drake, but
Speaking of
Drake, what will be the first? Oh no, I already did that one. Will there again? When it comes down to it, will there be any turnovers in the game?
Yeah.
There has to be. There always is.
Yeah.
In every game.
You're saying the Shanahan versus the Reed, they won't have a good game plan. They won't throw any picks or fumble.
Somebody's going to throw a pick. And it won't be Mahomes.
All right.
So, it's got to be Brock Purdy.
Longest touchdown scored is 36.5 yards. What do y'all think?
Over that. Somebody's going to break free.
Over.
Over.
I see
I'd say
CMC breaking free.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to agree with y'all over.
Yeah. All right. The team. Oh, will the game end in a quarterback kneel?
Oh, that's
Yes.
tough.
Or do you
Yes.
think it'll be a shootout?
Patrick Mahomes is going to kneel the ball down to win the game.
quarterback now.
I'm gonna have to go with. I don't think so. I think this is gonna be a close game.
I think this
the
one's
whole
going to come
game.
down to the final second.
Yeah. I don't think it's gonna. I think you're gonna have to play through the last second.
Oh my! If it comes down to the final seconds, do you know how good of a Super Bowl that must be?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty darn good.
Pretty dang good. I don't know.
Nothing like the Seahawks Broncos that one year.
Shut up. This is a Broncos podcast.
So our final one will be the jersey number of the first touchdown scorer. This one, the line's at 22.5. This one, you really got to play into it because Patrick Mahomes is 15. Isaiah Pacheco is 10. Travis Kelce is 87, so you can take the over on that one.
Debo's 19.
Rasheed Rice is 4.
Yeah.
Isaiah
Christian McCaffrey,
Pacheco.
obviously, 23.
But then we talked about
Exactly, so that's tough.
it. We talked about it. At the goal line, you want to put Clyde Edwards-Helaire, and he's 25.
Yeah.
I mean, but are they going to throw at the goal line?
Or even Pacheco. Pacheco could run that boy.
Oh, yeah, no, that's what I'm saying.
So,
Clyde
I mean, if this
What do y'all
was
think?
Seattle, they'd probably throw it at the goal line.
Edwards.
Anyways, 22.5. Are we over? Who's scoring the first touchdown?
Under.
Under?
Under.
I don't know who, but it'll be under.
Pacheco with an under.
Under.
Pacheco on the under.
Screw it. Under. All right.
There we go.
That was the first collab with the CJM Nation. I'm your host, DJ Daniels, alongside.
DJ MC Roberts.
And Chris Olivares.
And guys, off the clock family, go follow these boys. This is amazing. All right. First collab of many. All right. And let's
Hey,
keep it going.
yeah.
We've already talked about it. We'll be back for UFC 300.
We'll be back.
We'll be back.
We promise we'll be back. It's
That
a
one's
great
gonna be a
episode.
good one.
Thanks for tuning in. Peace out.